What's up, degenerates? Welcome to Fish Lyfe Outdoors, live from Lake X, or Welsh. Some guys call it Lake X, the rest of us call it Welsh, so y'all stay tuned. What's up, Fish Lyfe degenerates? As you can see, we are bundled up. We are cold. It's 41 degrees. You will see this when the sun comes up. It is freaking raining, and we out here. Got my boy Jeff Graham. Got his new whip here, the old Skeeter FX. Jeff's still kind of learning the ins and outs of his boats. He had it a little while, but about to show him where the seat heaters are for the new FX model. So y'all check it out. All right, guys. So let me show you what we're doing here. Again, we're in this grass flat, and I'll show you in a minute. Grass is about, 6 to 8 inches below the surface of the water. Conventional fishing will tell you run a top water over the top of it, a swim bait, chatterbait, all those will work. Okay, Jeff is throwing a chatterbait now, or he was. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this little jerkbait. Now bear with me. I know what you're saying, Z-Dub. Treble hooks and grass, they don't really mix. Well, what we found out is that, if we can take this little jerkbait and hit the top of the grass and kind of get it hung up for a second and then pop it out and just let it sit, it's producing bigger bites, okay? And that's the name of the game today. We're looking for bigger bites. We don't want dinks today. So, jerkbait, the smaller jerkbait with only the 2 treble hooks seems to work through the top of the grass a little bit better, so we're gonna give it a try. Let's see what happens. Good?
No, just got it.
Not too bad at all.
Not
too bad at all. Look at this, folks. Hey, you're doing it right when you pull up the jerkbait, grass, all up in a fish's mouth. I'm telling you, hey, if you're patient enough and you work it slow enough and pop from the top of the grass stalk to the top of the grass stalk, get it hung up a minute, shake it a little bit, they will come up and pop it. Huh, Graham? What do you think about that?
It was in the grass.
Hey, sometimes you just got to do things a little bit unconventional. That's what we're out here doing today. Hammer. Good?
No.
Ain't a runner, though. Oh, watch your eyeballs, hand.
Oh, man.
Woo-hoo.
With this rock, you never need a boat. There you go. Probably have to get to it. I can't. A little bit better.
Jeff, explain to them what we're doing now. We're actually trying to get these jerk baits kind of hung up in that grass and just wiggling a little bit and then popping it free. That's when they're hitting.
Most of the time I think I'm jerking from grass. Did you see that?
Got him hammered.
Did you see that?
I did.
Golly.
Too bad.
Not bad at all. I don't know if he's a keeper, but he's gonna be 17.
Good fish.
Right on the edge of the grass. In the weeds. It was a good idea, but CW thought it was a good idea, and it paid off. Crush that. There I was, just yapping away. Look at all that grass.
Jerk baits in the grass, son. That's a fat little sucker right there.
Boy, it is.
Come up and knock the fire out of it.
Boy, it did. It did. Look at all that grass. If you're not in grass, you're not going to catch it. Not going to even have a chance.
Yeah, guys, we're kind of going against the norm here. Treble hooks in the grass, but hey, if you can work it slow enough, and you can pop it from stalk to stalk and just fight through that grass, man, they will chomp it. All right, guys, now you guys have seen you guys have seen Jeff catching fish out of this shallow grass with a treble hook laden jerkbait. Okay, let me show you how we're working this bait. We're casting it out there in the grass. Okay, you can see the grass down in there, and we're working this bait pretty steady until we till we get right there, till we get in grass. We'll let it sit there. Sometimes they'll just hit it. See how I'm just shaking it like that? If you just barely pop your rod, you can see that bait kind of shaking in there. They'll come up and take it off that grass. Or if you pop it a little bit harder, okay, it'll pop free. See how it popped over to the next stalk of grass, and then it's just kind of sitting there. Then we pop it again. And we just, you know, we got to be patient. Yes, we are pulling up grass, as you can see. We are pulling up some grass, but working this bait through the top edges of that grass is what's really getting bit. We're going to keep on chunking. Oh, that's a good fish. That's a good fish, Jeff.
Isn't it weird though? We hit it twice right there.
I don't know. Let's not lose that. We're on this like not
with these hooks. Oh, missed that, didn't I? Missed
that is a good sign.
Up in that grass. We switched to instead of working the main lake point or main lake grass beds out in the middle, we started on a point, and as we got in the pocket, as soon as we found some grass tucked up in a pocket, we started getting hits. Yeah, I don't.
Suckers on the board.
That away.
Look at that right there.
That away.
Y'all look at that. Look at that right there. That bait is bigger than that fish. But I'm getting there. Come on, Hammer. Let me get over there too. Lift him on in here.
Look at it. Watered up the grass.
Good job, buddy. Nice job, man.
I told you I was using treble hooks in grass. You didn't believe me. About like me thinking you can throw a wacky on these mats. There we go, another grass fish. Boy, they're fat. They are fat and strong. Oh, look at that.
Get up out of that grass.
On that special lure.
Little old dinker magoo, but hey, we can work with it. It's kind of like a frog, man. Very rarely we catch a small fish on it. What you got, Hammer Time?
He's a fish. He's got a head on him.
How about that? A treble hook in the goob. Oh, hey, that could have been a epic hook removal here because it got him right in the old purple helmet. Know what I'm saying? All right, guys. Graham and I have had enough of this 20-mile-per-hour north wind at 40 degrees. We're about to freeze to death. We've caught some fish. Graham's caught most of them, but look, the goal of the day was just to come out, catch a few fish, but we also wanted to show you guys something different. We wanted to, you know, we're on a lake with a heavy vegetation, okay? Wacky worms, Cincos, flukes, swim baits, chatterbaits, punching. That's what everybody else is doing. Everybody. Sometimes you need to find just that little different technique that the fish ain't seeing every day. So we do know there's shad everywhere. We can see them popping all around us, okay? So what did we do? We went with a little small 3-inch jerkbait, 2 treble hooks, okay? Yes, you can fish treble hooks in the grass. Jerk it down to the grass, tick the top of it. If it gets hung up, let it stay hung up and let it just sit there and shake it for a minute. A lot of times they'll come up and grab it off of that clump, or boom, pop it free, almost as if you're fishing a lipless crankbait, okay? So this will work on a heavy vegetation lake. I sure hope this video helped you guys. Appreciate you guys watching this episode of Fish Lyfe Outdoors on this blistering cold front.
It's freezing.
Jeff Graham,
It's been great.
appreciate you having me out, brother. Love the new whip here. He ain't found them seat heaters yet, but I'm gonna show him where the button is on the way back in. But hey,
for the button.
hey, again, appreciate you guys watching this episode of Fish Lyfe Outdoors. And never forget, when you bite that life, even if it's 40 degrees with a 20-mile-per-hour wind, just get out and live it.